If I had rhymes, both rough and stridulous, as were appropriate to the dismal hole, down upon which thrust all the other rocks, I would press out the juice of my conception, more fully, but because I have them not without fear I bring myself to speak. For 'tis no enterprise to take in jest, to sketch the bottom of all the universe, not for a tongue that cries Mama or Babbo. But may those ladies help this verse of mine, who helped Amphion in closing Thebes, that from the fact the word be not diverse. O rabble ill-begotten above all, who are in this place in sheep or goats. When we were down within the darksome well, beneath the giant's feet, but lower far, and I was scanning still the lofty wall, I heard it said to me, Look how thou steppest. Take heed thou do not trample with thy feet the heads of the tired, miserable brothers. And so I begin the 9th and final circle of Couch. Thank you for watching Normal Game Couch. Today is the second half of the final act of Diablo 3. This will conclude the entirety of Diablo 3 on Normal Game Couch. This is the final episode. So we are going to talk to some people, see what they have to say.
We can't start to rebuild until we know that the one who caused this devastation is dead.
I am still searching for him. I swear to you, he will pay.
I hope so.
So, now it's on to pandemonium. You'll see a world only a few humans have laid eyes on before.
Let's hope it's more impressive than the heavens.
The beauty of life is lost on you, isn't it? See? Aren't you happy I didn't tell you beforehand that Adria would turn into a hideous monster?
Why would that make me happy?
You always seem so calm. I thought you'd enjoy a surprise or two. Petty details would have just served to distract you.
She's something else.
Lara! Peter!
Have you lost someone?
Oh, it's my children. They're out playing a game, but I'll find them soon enough.
Children lost in Sanctuary? That's not a good sign, man.
I now know death better than I know the shape of my hand or my own sword. Hendel charged into battle at my side. I'd known him since I enlisted, but when I looked at him that night, I had a vision. I saw the faces of the men he had killed, and I saw that he would not live to see the morning.
According to the records, King Rackus had a strong jaw, hair as black as night, nor gleaming armor over his muscular... Sorry, what was I talking about? Every time Westmarch is invaded, a hero appears to save it. History is much easier to write with a strong protagonist.
I shall be the strong protagonist.
Rackus and his sons built much of Westmarch during their time. The ruins and the marshes outside the city may be their work too. Of course, whenever I ask the Crown for gold to further my excavations, there's always a more pressing matter at hand.
She's a talky one. Okay, I thought I saw some quests to pick up down here.
Today is the day I find out.
Oh, it's these things.
This corruption runs.
You are ready to put a stop to the Order's madness.
I will do it, even if it means going against my entire order. I could use a good friend by my side.
Okay, I decided earlier that I'm not doing these in this playthrough because they are not part of the linear quest that is the main quest of Diablo 3. So I guess we jump right into Pandemonium, huh? That's crazy. Let's do it. It kind of looks like heaven so far. Oh, I think we're in heaven. Okay. I haven't played this yet. We're in heaven, and we're headed towards Pandemonium. I gotcha.
My wrath is low. Not enough wrath. I require more wrath.
He dares to attack us. Malthael is my brother. I fought 1,000 battles by his side, and I care not that he seeks to destroy you and your kind. But my brother has grown sick, and he must be put down for his own sake. Yet I have not the heart to do this. And so it falls to you. Come, Nephilim, to Pandemonium.
Seems like Imperius has seen the error of his ways.
Malthael tried to keep me from entering Pandemonium. I must be moving faster than he anticipated. Now, I will cross this wilderness, past the wreckage of countless battles between angel and demon. Somewhere out there is the Pandemonium Fortress, where the Angel of Death waits for me.
Cool, man. I'm pretty excited about Pandemonium.
There is a siege camp not far from here. Meet me there, and I will show you what must be done.
I dig Imperius's halo. It's like a metal crown that hovers above his head. I think that's cool. Holy crap. That was awesome.
Must I do everything for you?
I probably could have handled it, but thanks. That was pretty awesome. Wow.
Not enough wrath.
I like to think I would have been able to handle that. Shame I'll never get to find out.
I require more wrath. Is low.
Again. Ah,
We do not have the luxury of time.
yeah, right. I wanted to do all that. I wanted to use Falling Sword on that whole group. That would have been awesome. Probably works the same for me as it worked for Imperius. I'm pretty sure that's the same skill he's using. It looks like it.
Not enough wrath.
Man, a lot of HP on these guys. Will you die already? Imperius has been using Falling Sword. Belphegor.
Patience.
One of these days I'm going to be able to do that.
That is a siege.
He's a kill stealer, man. He's KSing me. Imperius.
Do you see the battering ram below? That is the only way you can breach the fortress gates. But it is useless without the siege runes that power it. You have one in your possession, but there are two more. You will find them on the battlefield below, imprisoned along with the demons that carried them. Once you have the runes, go to the ram. But know this, Nephilim. Even if you release Malthael from his madness, I will not thank you for it.
That would be asking too much.
Imperius is a piece of work, man. It's like he's too cool to accept help from a mortal.
Something now inhabits the fortress. I am certain of it. Long have I gazed upon its scarred facade, dreaming of the safe haven its walls offer. But it has changed. The vacant terraces have turned cold. I am so desperate to escape the demons. But whatever is in the fortress may be worse.
That's interesting. Those guys like dig down. I don't know if they're coming up as like those new... Yeah, it looks like they're coming up as these new mobs. It looks like they're making themselves like earthen armor when they dig down and pull up the earth. That's pretty cool.
Is low.
There's a lot of... This is a high density spot for enemies.
Test my skill.
So far, the second half of Act 5 is completely different than the first half. Man, come on, this guy. I mean, I know he's like elite and stuff, but he's got some HP. I'm gonna kill this guy. I don't need the ads right now. Lay off.
I require more wrath.
Now's a chance to strike. He keeps going down into the earth and picking up more armor. I'm not gonna lie, that's a pretty cool move. It's rough on me, though. Oh man, that's some HP that guy had.
Power before Zakarum.
I think it's really cool that there's actually new enemies out here instead of just like reskinned old enemies. You know, it would have been really easy for Blizzard to put together kind of like a instead of like an Act 5, like an Act 4.5, you know what I'm saying? Would have been really easy for them to put something like that together. Let's check out these ruins here. But you know, I'm seeing like a lot of new assets here, especially in Pandemonium. So that's pretty cool. Ah! What's happening? Had enough. Okay. Oh. I just killed 44 things in like 8 seconds. That was epic. Oh, this was a small dungeon here. Back to the surface. So, the Battlefields of Eternity, sounds like this zone is pretty much host to the war, or once played host to the war that I pretty much just want to be a movie. Like, the angels and demons and like a Lord of the Rings style war. It seems like this zone once played host to that kind of thing. I would very much like to see that. I mean, it seems like a movie that should have been made by now. I haven't seen all of them, but I hear that there's parts like that in the those Russian Night Watch, Day Watch, Dusk Watch movies. But that's just parts. I want the whole movie to be like that. What's this? Occupied ruins. Definitely occupied. They won't be for long, though. How come you guys aren't rushing in to attack me? Some of these dudes are just standing back there. Like, come on, attack me! I'm the paragon of virtue, and you're a demon, and you're just standing there? Attack me! I think that's it. Yeah, these, the dungeons in Pandemonium are small. Kind of like the dungeons in Heaven. I remember the dungeons, the elective dungeons and caves in Heaven being very small as well. They really pack them full of enemies, though. Mob count is really dense out here. I mean, I guess that makes sense, Act 5 and all of that. They're really trying to shut you down here. I mean, this is hell throwing everything it has at you. Essentially. Not really, but essentially. Narratively speaking. Still looking for the 2 siege runes. What does that mean? Like, marks? Like on the ground or something? I don't know what that means. It's a very ambiguous concept. I hope that one of the runes is the Stussy S. That would be awesome. Is that one? What is that? A scouring charger? No, that was the other thing. I don't know what that globe was that I just destroyed. I don't think that had anything to do with my main quest, though. It was like one of those garden globes that you buy at Walmart.
I require more wrath.
Makes sense that demons would shop at Walmart. You know, considering how hellish that place is. And that guy up there on the right, I think I saw him in the garden department the other day, actually.
Not yet.
Now, angels shop at Target. They know what's up. A lot of toughums out here, man.
Not ready yet.
Man, look at this. This is ridiculous. Get back here. See, this is when I gotta kill these guys. When they don't have all that earthen armor on them, but they don't stay in that form for very long. I'm wearing them down, though. There we go. That was nuts. If you're just joining the stream, thank you for checking out the stream. This is the second half of Act 5 of Diablo 3. This is the final episode of my 9 Circles of Couch event. Tomorrow I start Destiny, so that's going to be awesome. Actually, hoping to maybe, if I finish early enough, do the midnight thing.
I thought on what you said, and you may have been right. Can't bear the thought of another friend's death.
Good point. Better to spend your life alone, with no friends at all. Much better that way.
Do you
Sarcasm.
ever say something like a normal person? But you have a point.
Sarcasm. I've noticed the Crusader has a very sarcastic sense of humor.
Know they?
I dig the Crusader's style. He's a funny dude, man. Like, he's got a really dry sense of humor. I'm just selling off this crap here, and then I'll get back to killing demons and pandemonium. But gotta sell the crap. Inventory was full. This is not necessarily the most interesting part of Diablo 3, but it's a necessary part. You have to manage your inventory from time to time. I try to make it quick, though. I don't screw around here. I try to get back into the game quickly when I'm streaming. Although I do hit up the talking points here.
I joined a caravan of refugees heading to Bramwell, but we never made it there. Brigands slaughtered everyone. I ran into the forest and hid for days before I dared come out. How am I ever going to find my son?
This is the first time I'm playing through this, so I don't want to miss any of these talking points. Plus, narrative is important to me, because I've read the Richard A. Knack Diablo novels, so I don't want to turn a blind eye to the narrative here.
Peter and Lara have been playing hide from the monster all day. Such imaginative children.
Oh, they're not imagining anything.
I hope you're right.
Of course I am.
Loose children in the world of Sanctuary is the worst idea ever. Watch your kids, man.
The people of Westmarch are starting to rebuild the city and bury their dead. Their strength is an inspiration. But there are children that witnessed their family being torn apart. Others climbed over piles of corpses to get to safety. What will they make of the world when they grow up? The city has scars that will linger for generations.
I think that last chick is like in denial. That's probably what's going on with her.
Deckard Cain wrote much about the Pandemonium Fortress. He kept meticulous notes, drew sketches, and even made some maps. But nothing matches what is there now. The fortress has changed so much since Malthael took over.
And this... Oh, okay, I thought I was going to be talking to that chick again.
I tried to leave the
Here we
city
go.
today, but the gates are all closed. The guards won't let anyone in or out.
What are you going to do?
Stay here and hide, I guess. I am a coward.
Stop that. You're a good man.
These two have like a weird like relationship going on. I'm not really sure I understand their the intricacies of their personal relationship.
I see death everywhere. Even when amongst the living, I see the specter of endless night. But you are different. Death's shadow surrounds you. It obscures all else.
That dude's pretty emo. Alright. Back to Pandemonium. Right? Yeah, okay. I don't remember if I repaired my armor, but you know what? It doesn't really matter. Hey, what's up, Nevaeh? It doesn't really matter if I repaired it. Like, I'm sure it's not that damaged, and my inventory will be full again soon anyway, so if I didn't do it this time, I'll do it next time. So, Nevaeh just joined the stream. She is a fellow console streamer. I recommend her channel. She's really an excellent commentator, and she plays excellent games. She has excellent selection of games that she plays on her show. I'm glad, by the way, Nevaeh, that you came out to one of the Diablo streams here, because I'm very passionate about my love for Diablo, so I'm glad you get to see one of my Diablo streams. Good old RPGs, man. New generation hardware hasn't seen enough RPGs yet. There's a lot coming down the pike on the in the indie scene as far as RPGs go, but they're all like, 2015 or beyond. I'd love to fill you in on what has happened in the first 4 acts, but there's a lot to cover. Basically, a star came down from heaven and destroyed New Tristram, left it in ruins, and I went down into the crater that it left and found that it wasn't a star at all, it was a man. So the implication here is that a man came down from heaven, and brought him back, found the shards of his sword, ended up being a fallen angel named Tyrael, who was kicked out of heaven for defending the will of man. And now him and I are fighting together, but he was wounded. He's hanging back at the hub camp, but he was wounded, so now it's left to me to bring the fight to Malthael, who is Imperius's brother, who has captured the Black Soul Stone, which contains the souls of countless demons. And I suppose his intention is to unleash those demons once again upon the world. But I am going to try to stop that from happening. I think that's the gist. There's a lot more, but that's what you need to know to understand what's happening now. I think I covered it pretty well. Also, there's lasers. Lasers from hell. Get back here. But that's like the Crib Notes version of everything that's relevant to this act. There's a lot more, but I don't have that good of a memory, and it would take a long time. And this guy's got a lot of HP, so this is going to take a while. He's I gotta get rid of these ads, man. They're messing me up. They have some wicked HP too. Oh, it's a mess out here. Look at this. I almost got him down. There we go. When they explode in a cloud of blood, that pretty much means you got him. You got him down. All right. So, they're throwing rocks at me. I'm sure there's still more in this zone to see, so let's go back and check it out. Maybe find some more elective dungeons. Elective dungeons are my bread and butter. That's what keeps me leveled up, you know? You progress too fast and then you're out-leveled. This game does not level mobs to suit the level of your character. If you let yourself get out-leveled, that's on you. Alright, speaking of levels, I just leveled up. It is pretty good. Yeah, I wanted to express that to you, but I didn't want to be like a jerk about it. But yeah, it's a really good game. I know you're into open world games, and this is not technically open world, but you do have a whole world to explore, though it doesn't necessarily fit within that game archetype. But yeah, it's definitely a fun, open-y kind of world game. but at its heart, it's a hack and slash RPG, and I am all about RPGs. My favorite genre. So I didn't really unlock any good runes or anything with that level, so get back into the fight here. It has a really colorful cast of characters, too. One of my favorite characters in Diablo 3 is a dude named Covetous Shen. They kind of hint at him being a god. He's a traveling companion, and he like helps upgrade your gems and stuff. Put gems in socketed items and stuff like that. But he's apparently looking for like the ultimate gem. Like that's his quest in life is to find the ultimate gem, and he travels with me to try to find it. But I'm hoping for Covetous Shen DLC one of these days that expands on that narrative. He's probably my favorite character in the game.
He roams the outskirts of Pandemonium, a lumbering giant with a gaping hollow at its core. Somehow, it can hide its body away, disguising itself as a mere portal. Those who pass through it are trapped in a distant world, never to be seen again.
So that's pretty interesting. This elite mob has a portal, like, on top of his head. I beat him, and now I can go into the portal, so let's see what this is about. This is pretty unusual. By the way, since this is Nevaeh's first time here, since I've been doing the Diablo streams, she hasn't seen how cool my character looks yet, so let me just bring this up here. Looks pretty awesome. There are some pieces of armor that individually look cooler than individual pieces on my character right now, but overall, the Crusader, which is the class I'm playing now, is a really awesome looking class. Yeah, he's pretty fancy. I would love to go to a medieval fair looking like that. That would be awesome. I'd be the coolest guy there. I mean, I'm always the coolest guy there when I go to a medieval fair. But if I wore armor like that, then people would automatically know it.
The crusade marches on.
And by the way, in case you're unfamiliar with Diablo, a lot of the characters in this game have been in Diablo games since the beginning for like 15, 20 years. I don't know the exact number of years, but a lot of the narratives that unfold as you play involve these characters, and you know, a lot of them. It's kind of like Game of Thrones, where characters you love just die. Like, so many of them. I don't want to name names because I don't want to put any spoilers out there, but some of them, for a person who's been playing these games for 20 years, it's kind of shocking and tear-jerking a bit, you know? It's quite a thing, man. But there are a lot of deep narratives here, like political narratives about the war between heaven and hell. You know, there's a lot of like diary entries, journal entries that you stumble across in the field that you know, expand on these these different narratives. So, I mean, it can be mindless if you want it to be mindless, but it can also be deep if you want it to be deep. I'm of the former. I like my stories to be deep, and it's definitely there for people who want it. I make it a point to listen to what the NPCs have to say, listen to the journals and all that. That's what interests me, and that's why I play RPGs in the first place. So I love that stuff. You don't get that from, like, you know, most action-oriented games. But you get that with Diablo, and that's one of the reasons I like Diablo so much. Another thing that's cool, so I have a female character that I play with, Mrs. Elfman, a female character of my own. I like that the female characters don't suffer any attribute penalty or something like they do in a lot of other games. As much as I love the Elder Scrolls games, the gender inequality always bothered me in Elder Scrolls, but you don't have that in this one, so whether you make a female or male character, they're equal in every regard. They're gonna freeze me. Froze me. Come on. So if you get this game and you want to roll a female character, you know, you're all set, man. And Crusader's a really fun class to play. I'm liking it a lot so far. I'm looking forward to sinking my teeth into like the new game plus. But you know, I gotta beat the campaign first. I usually play male, not because I have like a gender preference, but because I like to imagine that it's me in there, so I usually make him bald with a beard, you know. But I was actually thinking about rolling a female character in Diablo or in Destiny. I'm getting Destiny tomorrow, so I was thinking about making a female character in that. Although with Destiny it's kind of weird because you're playing with other people, so like I might be in like a... I don't know too much about Destiny, but it's my understanding that... Because I purposely didn't play the beta. But it's my understanding that you're playing with groups of other people, and if they hear this voice coming out of this guy's a phony. Hey everybody, this guy's a phony. So I don't know. We'll see. I really don't know what I'm gonna do with Destiny. I don't have like a plan going in. I'm just gonna turn it on and start playing. Oh, these guys are rough. This here is a pretty big cave system, dungeon system, cave system thingy. Whatever you want to call it. This is all inside that guy's head, too. You know, I mean, I recommend it, man. It's a great game. I'll tell you, though, as much as I appreciate that you're here, when I start getting... I don't know how long you plan on being here, but when I start wrapping it up, if you're still here, I'll tell you that I'm going to be... because this is the final act here, and I plan on beating it tonight, and I don't want to really spoil too much for you, but if I'm gonna be like wrapping it up and beating the game, I'll let you know ahead of time so you don't straight up see the end. You know, if you're concerned about spoilers. I don't know if you're one of these people that gets concerned about spoilers or not. But yeah, if you get this game, I definitely recommend the Crusader class. It is an awesome class. It's the new class that was added for the Reaper of Souls expansion pack. And I think even Mrs. Elfman would agree that it is an awesome class to play. Oh, sorry to hear that you've been sick. Now, is that real sick or is that Destiny sick? Because I hear a lot of people are coming down with something, you know, tomorrow to stay out of work so they can play Destiny. So a lot of people are Destiny sick. But seriously though, sorry to hear that you're sick. Hope you feel better. Alright, I think I'm done exploring the inside of this guy's head. Alright, let's leave through the outdoor. It's a shame that you'd be getting it on Xbox One because we'd have been able to play together. That would have been cool. But cross-platform play really isn't a thing these days, though it should be. Alright, so the portal to exit was up here. One cool thing that I want to tell you about Nevea is once the level cap is level 70. Once you get up there, you can level up 800 more times because you cease leveling up your character and you begin leveling up your Paragon level, and there's 800 Paragon levels. So even if you reach the level cap, there is still plenty more to do. And once you beat Act 5, you unlock Adventure Mode, which I haven't unlocked yet because this is my first playthrough Act 5, but I know a little bit about Adventure Mode, and basically it's it randomizes dungeons for you using a mixture of all the available in-game assets. So you have virtually infinite possibilities for end-game content. Plus, there's like I don't even know how many difficulties there to play through, but there's something like a dozen different difficulty settings. So once you play through one, you know, ramp it up and play through the next one, and yeah, there's something like a dozen different difficulty settings. So this game can keep you busy for a while. So there's this hive here. I don't know what's going on with this. I'll work on busting through and see if there's anything good inside of this. I think I can break that. I'm not really sure. Maybe I gotta break it. I'm gonna start attacking it from this side. I can target this side of it. There we go. Oh. There was a hive queen inside of all that. And of course she is elite, but not as elite as me. She died pretty easily, actually. These mobs are densely packed. Oh, hey, here's one of the runes. I think it's on my mini-map, highlighted on my mini-map. This must be something. I think it's one of the runes, one of the siege runes. Would you guys kindly F off? Oh my god. Let me get to my objective, please. Good thing is these guys are finite. Unless there's a generator nearby. I think even mobs coming out of generators are finite, but unless there's a generator nearby, eventually you'll end up killing everything, so just gotta stick to it. Korcharoth. Alright, there's one of the siege runes. The other is up to the right, but I'm closing off this corner of the map, so let me just close off this corner of the map and I'll go get the other siege rune. Get back here. Are you real sick or Destiny sick? Alright, well that finishes off this corner of the map, so I'm going to make a relative beeline to the next rune and try to explore some of the unexplored portions of the map as I go. Oh, this part here. Hold on. I'm just going to see what's down here because I don't want to backtrack all this way just for nothing. This looks like a small area. Alright, yeah, glad to get that that small little portion out of the way before I commit to finding this rune. I love that move. The falling sword move, man. Excellent. If you end up getting this game, you are definitely and you play the Crusader, I'm telling you, I swear by Shield Bash. That's the best move in the Crusader's repertoire.
That creature must die.
Shield Bash is amazing. It's something coming from me because I play a lot of RPGs, and a lot of RPGs have the same kind of moves. You know, like you see the same kind of stuff through a lot of different games. So I've seen Shield Bash in a lot of these types of games before. I never gave a crap about it until I used it in this game. Shield Bash is amazing in this. Alright, so these elective spaces in Pandemonium seem to be pretty small, so I shouldn't be down here for too long. Alright. Dropping a lot of armor out here. Check my map. Ah, here we go. One of these.
This cannot be opened yet.
We gotta kill all these guys to get into that chest. He's running away from me. Would you stop running away from me? Come on, guy.
You can only carry so much,
and my inventory is full, so I'm gonna open a town portal.
I'm returning to town.
Clean out some of my inventory real quick. I'm using a kind of an inventory management system that should allow me to make this a pretty quick effort here. Because as I said, I know that this is not very fun to watch. Gruesome Strike. New gloves that seem worthwhile. All right. Get rid of all this junk here. And I don't think I picked up... No, I didn't pick up any companion weapons or anything. Alright, prepare. And I believe I'm good to go back. Ah, janky movement. Okay. Oh, look at all these guys. Oh my god. 105 kills. That's what I'm talking about, man. I love moments like that in this game. That was epic. Alright, so yeah, this was a relatively small elective area. Huh, I didn't even see the stuff up here. I'm usually pretty thorough. I'm a good man and thorough. And what is over here, just out of curiosity?
Here's the ram, but I can't do anything with it until I've got all the siege
all right.
weapons.
So that's where the ram is. I know right where the second rune is. I'm still kind of making my way towards it in a very general, meandering sense. I'll get there.
Pandemonium is the alpha and the omega of the eternal conflict. It lies at the center of all things, linking the realms of heaven and hell. Long ago, when the angels were young, the aspect of wisdom found the eye of Anu here. He named it the World Stone, and all of heaven swore to protect it.
Getting zerged. Getting zerged out here, man. There keeps being more of them. Alright. Well, there's a little hidden path out here to the right. I want to check it out. Never know when it's going to lead to an event or like a chest or something. Or a dead end in this case. Alright. Making my my meandering way toward the next objective here. Another dead end. Yep, I think yeah, all that's left to do is head straight for the next objective. There's that thing. Gold. There's a pretty big zone out here. By the way, randomly generated zones. A lot of people confuse randomly generated with procedurally generated. This is randomly generated, so that means that there's pre-made assets. Everything you see is handcrafted lovingly by hand, but they're like jigsaw puzzle pieces, and they go together in like a random way every time you play, which is pretty awesome, because it always kind of feels like you have a new world to explore. So, and that's how adventure mode works too. Once you unlock that, it just kind of randomly builds like a dungeon for you to explore, with like a boss and everything. So yeah, there's plenty to do, man. There's plenty to see and do in this game. And, you know, take it from me, man. I've been playing Diablo games for, it's got to be almost 20 years. And I'm still playing them. Alright, so we have the other siege rune up here. Yeah, it is pretty cool. This guy's pretty awesome. Emek Deva. Sometimes you just gotta say screw it and do the falling sword move. Whoa. Pillar's falling on my head. So, some point in there I must have picked up the rune. So, let's head out to the siege outpost. It's that one, that one alcove we were at before. Where he said, there's the siege weapon, but I don't have the runes. Ah, mines, mines. These guys just waiting to ambush me here. I'm gonna be level 50 soon. I bet you some good upgrades come with level 50. Usually the 10s, like the levels divisible by 10, usually give really good stuff. That just popped out of the ground. I'll take it. Ah, I had a feeling I was coming at it from the wrong direction. I gotta go around here. Around this canyon. The lore, or is that thigh lore?
Patience.
Keep thinking that guy's dead. Alright. There's my buddy Tyrael.
I bear grave news, my friend. The Sliver has revealed Malthael's plan to me, and it is worse than I could have imagined. He means to use the Black Soul Stone to capture all demonic essences, even those that linger in human hearts.
Oh my god.
If the stone is altered to rip the demonic essence out of every man, woman, and child on Sanctuary, they will all die.
No. We can still stop him. And we begin by attacking the fortress.
Malthael is fundamentally altering the Black Soul Stone. It will now pull in all the demonic essence from whatever plane of existence it finds itself in. But mankind is born of angel and demon alike. Every mortal, save myself, has demonic essence as an intrinsic part of their being. Losing that will rip their body and...
Tough man.
I never thought I would return here. Pandemonium was our battlefield for ages on end. Demons' blood saturated this ground. Many angels died defending it.
There doesn't seem to be much here worth fighting for.
Our battles revolved around the World Stone. I had the Pandemonium Fortress built in order to protect it.
That would make such an awesome movie. Lord of the Rings style, angels versus demons. Why haven't they made that yet? That really upsets me.
Malthael was one of your brethren. Why did you not search for him when he left the heavens?
Malthael kept to himself much of the time, and he was known to leave without warning. Eventually, the Council became concerned. We sent his closest followers to find him. Most of them did not return.
Of course. Urzael and the Maidens. They found him and followed him into madness.
It seems so.
So you built this great mess of a fortress?
Not on my own, but it was my idea, yes. The angels raised it around the World Stone many eons ago.
So I expect you know about an unguarded sallyport then?
I fear not. The fortress is always changing, caught between the forces of heaven and hell.
This is making me want to go to Books A Million like right now and buy some more Diablo books. Alright. Let's do this. You and me, Tyrael. Oh my god, that's awesome. Wow. Hold on. So cool. Oh.
One more hit, and it will fall.
So awesome. That was really cool. Alright, Pandemonium Fortress. Here we go. And Tyrael's not with me anymore, I guess. Oh, there he is up there. Okay.
Pandemonium Fortress. When I fought Malthael, my sword passed through him like air.
He is in a state of death and life, impervious to physical harm. Your strength is not enough. To defeat him, you must channel the power of death as he does.
Impervious to bullets, Mommy.
Spirits below. Perhaps they can help.
The power of the dead. If you could become one with it, you would be as Malthael is, and you could face him. But you must find a way, quickly. Every moment, thousands die, and Malthael's power grows beyond anything I have ever seen. The fortress feels strange and new to me, though I have come here times beyond count as its champion and as its liberator. It changes to match the nature of whoever controls it, but I have never seen it like this while under the control of an angel.
Malthael is like no other angel.
Oh, I'm super stoked, man.
A crusader comes to us.
That spirit, so familiar.
Which way do I want to go?
Master, is that you? But I saw you die all those years ago.
I have watched you, Crusader. You have done more than any other, and honored the name we both bear.
Master, I have tried only to live as you taught me.
And you have, but the work of the Crusade waits for you.
I must find a way to defeat Malthael, or even the Crusade will fail.
Many Crusaders are imprisoned deep within the fortress. We have only the strength to open a path for you. Free us, and the spirit of every Crusader who has ever died will lend you strength.
That sounds pretty awesome.
I remember when I found you in that village in the east, a snot-nosed boy of 12.
Is this really necessary? I've the Angel of Death to fight, and the Crusade to carry on.
You swore the oath, and you meant it. But how you cried that first night. And the next.
I never.
When you were still sniveling after a week, I thought about taking you back to your village. But even then, I saw it in you. You would be the greatest of us.
He's talking about me.
The living cannot touch Malthael, because he is an aspect of death. But we who are dead can give you the power to harm him. I trust you will know what to do when you have that power.
Oh yes, Malthael will fall.
This Master Crusader dude kind of looks like Duke Leto Atreides from the Dune movie from the 80s.
Death is a necessary part of life. If I kill Malthael...
Malthael is the aspect of death. He feeds off death and is attuned to it, but he is not necessary to it. There was death before Malthael, and there will be death after.
Good.
Good.
You must understand, it is no small matter to kill the Angel of Death. You will change everything.
Well, that's the idea, isn't it? Alright, so if I'm getting an NPC talking to me, then that must mean that this here is a dead end? Yeah, that was nothing. Okay. Let's continue on.
Nephilim. The Black Soulstone journeys through the portal to Sanctuary.
That's gonna end alright. You got that right, bro. Death Gate. What does that teleport me over to the other side? Let me see what's over here first. Probably another dead end. Yeah, okay. No choice but to go through the Death Gate. Yeah, that just brings me over the gap there. Where's all the enemies? Oh, here we go. My sword was getting thirsty for blood. What? Death Gate. Find the soul prison in Pandemonium Fortress Level 2.
They call me a hero. I slew demons beyond count. I won battles and broke sieges, but it availed me nothing. I know that this war can have no victor, only an eternity of revenge, pride, and hatred. Tyrael does not understand. He cannot see beyond the glory of battle. In time he may, but that day is not yet here.
Getting ambushed. Face the other way. Level 50, right on. Alright, let's see what I got here with level 50. Ah, new passives. Right on. Let's see, let me decide which one I would replace first here. Increase life regeneration, reduce non-physical damage, immune to damage. That's really good. That's like way overpowered. Each point of wrath spent heals. These are all good. I guess that would be the one I would replace. Let's see what the new one is. Your thorns is increased by 50%. Okay. Not going to replace it then. Oh, and I got something on my taunt. Don't care about my taunt. Here we go. New Falling Sword rune. Reduce the cooldown for each enemy hit by Falling Sword. The cooldown. I remember having this problem before. Like, do they mean the royal cooldown? Like, the cooldown. I guess the cooldown for Falling Sword, or all cooldown. I don't know what that means. I still like Part the Clouds. Man, I was hoping for more out of level 50, but that's cool. Whatever. Bam! Stunned you. Gotta break all the things. Oh, here we go. Elite mobs coming out. going on. That guy's a rough customer, man. Keep dropping in from the ceiling. These things kind of remind me of something from Dead Space. Saw a guy walking out of Target today that looked like Man vs. Game. That was pretty cool. I don't think it was him. Might have been.
There must be others who seek a way out of the endless strife. Angels and demons who feel enslaved by our fate. I cannot be unique in all of creation. I know my path. I will find those disillusioned of the war and lead them.
The endless strife. Yeah. Don't want to go through those gates when they're electrifying. Yep. I'm a map looker, and the reason I'm a map looker is because I consider myself a cartographer. I'm kind of like hardcore about like making sure I hit all the hallways and all the alcoves and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty funny. But I'm always pulling up my map, man. I'm definitely a cartographer, though. Where's the, okay. Looking for a path I haven't been down yet. I know my way. I know my path.
My father is content to fight the same battles and the same foes while everything turns to ashes. Those victories might last a day or a year or 100 years. But one never works so long as he and his brothers believe. There is an empire, a king, a thought, a sweet life.
Gang it up on me. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. Ouch. Jeez. These executioners are pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. So this dude was like just waiting at the dead end, hoping I might come down it. I guess he's been watching me play, because dead ends are what I do best. I could go for some Taco Bell. Some Taco Bell would hit the spot right now.
Power before Zakarum.
All right. So I've pretty much successfully completed connecting all the paths, save for the 3 that head to the northeast. 4 that head to the northeast. So we'll start with the extremities and work our way toward the center.
Must die.
Bam. Gotta get rid of these ads. I always turn my back on the ads and forget about them, and make it harder for myself for some reason.
Down in the 3rd charge, I lay upon the ground, only to wake in chains. I did not know that demons took prisoners. I babbled like a fool about my dreams of escaping this war. My captor freed me and said that we would meet again. Her name was Lilith.
Lilith.
Daughter of Mephisto.
Lilith, daughter of Mephisto, wife of Fraser Crane. I know it's a different character, but she's just as evil anyway, so it works. The analogy works.
I took a prisoner in the battle, an angel whose light was dimming. I brought him to my land. He surprised me. My touch seemed to breathe life into him. He raved like a madman about how he wished to escape the war. But outside of him someone I can use.
I think that's the 3rd or 4th time I've brought up Cheers since I've been streaming Diablo. Not today, but like all together. It's pretty weird. There was some more guys down there.
Lilith is me, but of fire and flame. I could never have felt this way about a demon while I was mired in the endless war. The strain holds us prisoner to what we've been told to believe. She and I have made plans. We will bring others to our cause, and together we will escape.
And yeah, that closes off all the non-linear paths. So we'll head back and take the correct route to the next objective. Well, that'll be getting down to level 2 of this place. But I gotta be getting close, because I feel like I've explored this place pretty thoroughly, and I'm sure there's not much left to it. That is, until I get down to level 2. Kind of hard to tell what's background and what's part of the level.
The angel I captured, Inarius, is in love with me. I can feel the intensity of his desire.
Second
I told
floor.
him that we must liberate the world stone, and then we can be together. We will create something never imagined.
And this just loops around. Throw those laser turrets down. I never imagined demons having laser turrets. I suppose they're magic and not actually lasers, but they look like lasers to me. That guy's hurting me. Bam. So, Nevea, you getting Destiny tomorrow? I'm going to be getting it on PS4. So unfortunately we won't be able to play together, but definitely would be interested in watching you stream that. I mean, I'm sure you're getting it, but I just don't know if you're getting it tomorrow or not. Okay, down on the level 2. So, find the Soul Prison in Pandemonium Fortress level 2. So, just looking for the Soul Prison. I keep wanting to say Prism for some reason.
Not yet.
Yeah, so you're getting it tomorrow. You know, you're going to have a hard time convincing people that you're legitimately sick. I believe you. I believe you.
You saw me die. You took up my shield and my name. The life and death of every crusader to bear your name resides in you. Death is a part of who you are. Take its power.
I will, for now. But I will not become death incarnate. When this is done, I will release this power.
Our watch ends, brother. The crusade rests with you now.
Okay, Nevea, I told you that I would warn you when I thought I might be getting to the end, in case you wanted to avoid seeing spoilers. It's up to you. You can stick around and watch it. I think I'm almost done, but this is the final act of the game, so this is like the true ending. So, I hate to lose a viewer, but if you don't want any spoilers, it would probably, like any end game spoilers, now would probably be the time to leave. I really don't want to spoil this game for anybody, and I think I'm wrapping it up. So, just FYI. You're more than welcome to stay if you don't care about spoilers. I know some people don't really care, some people do. It's up to you.
the spirits of every crusader who ever bore your name. Each did the name honor. Each carried on the crusade. Each trained the next. You have made us all proud. But we wonder, where is your apprentice?
Yes, well, I will get an apprentice. It's just hard. The world keeps plunging into darkness. I've so little time.
If you fall, the name will fall.
I promise.
But, it does seem like it's wrapping up. I mean, I'm looking at my quest objectives, and you know, I got the Pandemonium Fortress here that I'm playing through, and it seems like it's wrapping up.
Master, I never told you.
Oh, don't go soft on me now, boy.
Never. But this needs to be said. I'd have grown old and died in that village where you found me. You gave me a life of worth.
A pretty miserable one.
True. But a life full of wonders as well. You gave me a cause to believe in. And for that, I can never repay you.
Repay me by killing Malthael and returning to the crusade.
Alright, one more talking point here.
What is death like?
It is the coldest night on the plains, with a warm fire near your feet.
Is death the cold night or the fire?
Death is everything. You will feel it one day, and you will realize you have known it all along.
You make as little sense now as you did when you were alive.
For some reason, I find that strangely comforting, actually. Maybe that's just me being emo. Alright, let's do this thing. What's my inventory looking like, first of all? 54 out of 60. If I'm about to fight this guy, he's probably going to drop some stuff. So I want to town portal out of here, clear out my inventory a bit.
I hope you're not my last customer.
Because I don't want to, I don't want to have to not be able to pick up, wait, I don't want to not to have to. I don't want to miss the opportunity to pick up some epic loot because my inventory is full. I don't want to have to not to have to do that. That should be a shirt. I'd wear that. All right. The Legacy. Sounds pretty cool. Increase my damage, increase my vitality by like a lot. Lightning resistance, plus 75 experience per kill, and it's a socketed item too. That's awesome.
Time for a potion.
Alright, repair everything. Alright, let's combine some gems here. Covetous Shen, my favorite character in Diablo 3, specifically Diablo 3. Not my favorite character in Diablo, but specifically my favorite character in Diablo 3 has some talking points. Or one talking point.
In the end, Zai trapped her just in the ruby Lyria had worn. Zai kept the stone around his neck as a reminder. In time, though, the burden grew too great to bear, and he cast off the stone. His divinity, everything. Where there once stood a young god, there was now just an old man.
An old man, you say?
So the story says.
I think he's Dirgist. Oh my god. I just blew my mind. Wow.
This is the wrong hammer, lad. I need the big one.
Right, sorry.
And you, my friend, not a word out of you. Not a single word.
Bryson, you're doing a good job. Just ignore your master's yelling.
You're going to distract my apprentice when he has all this work on his hands? Not on my watch. Now, lad, where's that hammer?
Yeah, see, I'm getting, what's this?
Zai's jewel is here, in Westmarch.
It's here. We must go after it.
Dinner first, then we can go after the jewel. Do not worry. I think it can wait for a little while.
I'm getting, like, in-game achievements for, talking to people. So why would that be happening unless I'm completing all their dialogue trees? So that tells me I am quite at the end.
If you see my children, please tell them to stop playing games and come home. Supper is almost ready.
Of course, I'll tell them.
Yeah, Covetous Shen is a very likable character. You get him pretty early on in the game, and he's got a really interesting narrative that I would love to see expanded in DLC. I'm really hoping that they release some Covetous Shen specific DLC.
I know I'm of use here in Westmarch, helping the people recover and keeping order. Each must serve in his own way, but I would love to come help with the fight in Pandemonium, if needed. When this is over, Tyrael will need to replace those who fell in the Tomb of Rakkus, and he'll continue to train and expand the Order of New Horadrim. With everything I've been through at your side, I think I can contribute to that effort.
Yep. See, I think I'm getting these in-game achievements because I'm finishing up all these dialogue trees, so yeah, I'm definitely at the end.
Finally found you, Lieutenant Derek. Will you come quietly, or are you going to run again?
I'll go with you. I'm no coward.
That's not how I see it.
Leave him be. He is a good man, and he saved my life.
He let good men die. He's a deserter and a criminal, and he'll be dead in the morning.
I'm at peace. Perhaps the one good thing I did by saving your life can make up for the bad I've done.
You are a good man. Remember that. I've never learned precisely why Rakkus chose to found his kingdom here. He must have had an important reason, right?
My visions cloud everything. I can find no escape. I plan to leave Westmarch, to be alone, far away from the constancy of death.
This guy's so emo.
Some people would call it a curse, and sometimes it feels that way. But perhaps it's not. I need time to know for sure.
I'm not complaining, but your roguish friend over there seems to think he can win my favor.
Lyndon? Oh yes, he'll try that.
Yeah, he'll try that.
Tell the other gentleman you travel with, the armored one, that he's much more to my tastes.
Westmarch is currently ruled by Justinian IV. Originally thought to be a callow youth, Justinian came into his own in the years following his ascension to the throne. Rumors still abound about demonic activities surrounding his coronation. But I believe those are simply the product of overactive imaginations, fueled by the ever-prevalent myths of the Zakarum.
I've heard that you're journeying to a faraway land now. You won't forget to tell me about any discoveries you make there, will you?
So that chick's like a scholar. She apparently wants to write a book about me. That's cool.
I don't think he will live much longer. Whatever secret he learned will surely be lost with him.
He saw Adria. The witch is dead now.
No.
But why? Why would someone do this?
To keep her master's secrets.
So I do apologize. I know I'm doing a lot of NPC talking. But this is the first time I played it, and I'm interested in this, and this is good. This is quite possibly my last chance to talk to these people. So, okay, I think I got everyone. So, I'll head back and see what this is all about. Find Malthael, the Death Gate. Well, looks like level 2 is a little bigger than I thought, but I mean, my next quest objective is to find Malthael, so we're definitely wrapping it up here. It's a pretty cool looking place. Ah! Alright, we got two paths. Southeast and northeast. We'll take the southeast path first. I haven't seen any treasure goblins since I've started playing today. Maybe they don't exist in Pandora.